Over the past 6.5 years, the Mother-Baby program at Pine Rest has impacted the lives of over 1,000 women and their families. This is a special program. Tell me a little bit about the work you do every single day.
Sure. So here in the Mother-Baby program, we welcome moms anywhere from first trimester of pregnancy through 3 years postpartum. And we have moms here that are having difficulty functioning in their home environment, whether it's work, school, or home, due to any symptoms of mental illness, including depression, anxiety, OCD, or even sometimes stepping down from psychosis.
You know, if we've got a new mom watching, or there's a family that has a new mom within their family, what are some of those signs that we should watch for? Because often we can't use the nice labels you're using.
Sure. So you want to notice any change in behavior. So is there anything that used to bring her joy that now she doesn't seem to care about? Any changes in eating or sleeping? Is she anxious all the time? Is she having, if she's had the baby already, is she having a hard time sleeping when baby's sleeping? Those would all be warning signs. And I'm really glad you asked that question, Miranda, because I think that one of the huge misconceptions about postpartum depression is like this picture of like a woman in a rocking chair, like silently crying on, into her baby's curls. And really, one of the #1 symptoms of postpartum depression is irritability. So any major change in mood would be a big risk factor, a warning sign that she might need some help.
Why is a program like this so important?
Oh, I think this program is so vitally important, and I just know that there's so many moms that could benefit because we know that a mother's role is so important, and it's such a delicate and fragile time of life when you're just trying to figure out who you are and your new identity as a mom. And we know that the impact of the mother on the family and the baby and even the older children in the home, that it just has a lasting impact. So it's so important for everyone in the family.
So a lot of the women talk about community, that they come in the room and suddenly they're not alone in what they're feeling or thinking. How does community play such an important part of the treatment?
Yeah, and that's really what it is here. The power of this program is really in our moms. They're the strength of this program. They're the ones that are the greatest asset here as our other moms, because they come here and they're so honest and loving with each other, and they realize that they're not alone and that it's not their fault that they've been suffering. And so we do some education, but really the power is in them really just knowing that they're not alone and loving and supporting each other.
So what is that one thing you want every woman who is expecting or new mom to know?
I would just love for every mom and pregnant expecting mom to know that if you are having symptoms, if you feel like something's wrong in your gut, then something probably is wrong. Trust your instincts, and you deserve to get help. So just know that you're worth it. That I know, maybe your life feels so chaotic right now and you feel like you don't have time, or that other people are depending on you, but they need you to feel better, and you deserve to feel better. So just whatever it takes for you to, pick up the phone and just take that time to feel better, you deserve that, and that you're not alone.
So Bobby was born April 28th, 2017. I had a 19-year-old and 18-year-old. Never had any type of postpartum issues with either of them. Before we had Bobby, there was a miscarriage. There were some fertility issues. So during the pregnancy, there was a lot of anxiety. Birth went well, but probably 3 weeks after, I told Rob I was in trouble. So I did some research, found Pine Rest. Most of society calls it postpartum depression. I was not depressed. It was just an overwhelming feeling of anxiety that something would happen to him. I wouldn't buy clothes for him for a later age because I was worried he wouldn't be with us. Had trouble leaving him alone. So none of it matched to me. This isn't postpartum depression. I was able to find somebody near us who was able to identify what the issue was, and that this is common. And it's not just depression, it's anxiety. Having somebody say, yes, I understand, this is what you're feeling, and having that connection made a huge difference.
And it reminded me to take care of myself too, which is hard to do as moms. We forget about ourselves, and that's an important part of being well.
I had OCD and intrusive thoughts, which were very, very, very scary. And sitting in a room and hearing other people say, I've had the exact same intrusive thought, or here's my intrusive thought, and you just look at the women and you go, oh gosh, I'm not what I think I am. I'm not, other women know exactly how I feel, and just not having to describe it to anybody, just being able to say this is where I'm at, and having them say I understand was huge.
Sometimes it's hard to see the light at the end of the tunnel, and they will encourage you that there is a light at the end of the tunnel, and you do get there, and you find your way, and you see the light finally.
If you're not feeling yourself and you're not feeling healthy and whole, just make the phone call and become that whole happy person for your family and for your baby, but most importantly, just for yourself.
I would just encourage any mom, if she has any feelings, that she should call and get help, because it's going to make her a better mom, and she's going to feel better too.